that's right. I'm using this. What was it? This right here. Hey. I gotta keep that one on there.
Wow, it's been 3 years since I've been to that doctor's office.
Oh, for the...
Barrington.
Wow, really? Was that long?
Yeah. Barrington orthopedic specialist. Well, my finger's fine now.
Oh, yeah. Alright, let me get this set up here, and then I need to use the potty before we start. Hope this works right. Otherwise, well, it won't. One second. Okay. Alright, let's make sure this works. So yeah, hi. How you doing? I'm great, thanks for asking.
What?
You've never heard me use that one?
I probably have, but right now it's just like, is there anybody even on?
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, but that was... I've done that before where it's all in one sentence, like, hi, how are you? I'm great, thanks for asking. And then just continue on. Anyway, yeah, I'm testing the Restream module tonight, which is going to be interesting. So, I have my tracker up, which I also have the auto tracking module turned on right now, because that's the thing I really need to test to make sure that I'm going to get a 1-for-1 sync. And then in another window, I've got a Restream tracker up, and I'm actually going to put it right underneath it, so that I just want to make sure when this updates automatically that one updates at the same time. I'm 99% sure there'll be no issue, but just being safe. Yeah, I want to test it in a real-time situation, just to make sure. And the better time to do this, so... Yeah, no, it's cool as hell. I'm glad that I got it going. I wonder what would happen if I got a minute and a half. You know what? Let me send you this. Go there, and then click on the Restreaming, and use this code. Make sure this is the right code. Yeah. Use that code, click on Validate, and then launch. You don't need to set any settings. And it should pick up what I have. Yeah. We just, I was in a slump. What am I going to do? Okay, yeah. So you should see, and it should already have the sprite up and all that jazz. And we'll just see. Yeah, I'm actually curious to make sure this works with 2. Yeah, that's... You don't need to do anything, so you're on the restreaming side. So you can't click on anything even if you wanted to. And the bombs are probably going to turn off automatically. Oh, there's a sword. Oh, mine's updating in real time. I love it. Oh, this is fantastic. The one thing I'm not... And, oh no, the bombs! I can't get the bombs! That should click the bombs on. I don't like the fact that the bombs... Is that the flute? Oh god, that's the flute. Uh-oh. Yeah, about 1 in every 25 is it like, oh, I should really check that, and it pays off, and I didn't actually mean to kill that thing. Gonna grab this. Get a little bit of money. So yeah, no, it's I just make sure it works. Now, I did notice I'm not a auto tracker dude. I don't usually use auto tracking. Oh, that is so sweet. The next thing I need to do is I need to get my restreaming rig set up. So I have my home theater PC that I don't use very often. Yeah, if we get half, let's say for instance we restream every match in the next Invitational. Let's just say in theory every match gets restreamed, which it won't obviously, but let's just say in theory every one does. That's going to be what? 6, roughly 40 some matches. Let's just say they all get restreamed. That means, in theory, half of those, usually it's about half. It's kind of what the penetration rate is right now, based off my metadata for ladder races. If half of them are using this tracker, that means we just saved 20 trackers, 20 tracker requirements. Which means all we need are restreamers, and even if comms aren't available, I'll just turn somebody's fucking audio on. I'll just say, fuck it. So, yeah. They're taking our jarbs! It's just, in the end, we do have a lot of scenarios where we can't do restreams because we just don't have trackers. And I don't want that to be the distinguishing factor why we can't do a restream. Yeah, Clarmus, actually, if you noticed, I don't know if you noticed, I actually, if you have the map tracker selected, the full map tracker, I disable it. Like, it's disabled by default. However, it actually works. But I disabled it by default because there's a couple of bugs in it that I'm not ready to 100% fix right now, because the map tracking's not important. But, like, if you had the map tracking wide, it would work too. With a few exceptions. So, like, we could use full location tracking, too. It'll work. For the most part. Again, I know the bugs in it. And I just have an override in there to disable it. So you can't have it open. But it's actually sending the data right now. It is actually sending the data. So if it was working, it would show up as normal. But the data's all in the packet. 3 blue 1. Yeah, it's not required, but it is... I mean, yeah, it's a thing we could do. Yeah, and the cross keys is actually one of those... The cross keys is one of them why it doesn't work right. And I have to change... So the entrance tracker works. Like, you could still use it. The entrance tracker works just fine for, you know, the item tracking. There's no difference. The way that we define entrances and locations is causing it to spaz out occasionally. I know why. I just gotta fix it. It's kind of a pain in the ass. It's actually something Catabat and I have been talking about because we've been talking about quality of life improvements, and it's something we might do. Like, it won't be in this release. It'll be in a future release. It just won't be in the first release. But yeah, we'll get it done. We'll get it done eventually. So, because that's a huge boon. You know, having the entrance tracking. Everything else kind of works just fine. It's just the way that it, yeah, everything else is working. Yeah, no, this is, I mean, it's pretty much done. I mean, I could launch this right now and I'd be happy with it. There's one bug that I ran into the other day, because it was yesterday, that I'll be interesting to see. I think there is still a bug in there when it comes to non-progressive swords, but it's an auto-tracking bug. It's not a restreaming bug. And again, I don't use auto-tracking, although if I keep using it for testing, I'm going to get used to it. And then I'll probably continue to use it. Oh, and there it is right there. And that was it. Okay, so it is still doing that. Now, I can fix that. Yeah, so it is still showing up as silver, so I need to troubleshoot that. Now, I can do this manually, and it'll fix itself. But yeah, that is... I noticed that the other day, too. I think I know why. I think I know why. And I didn't build that piece in the auto tracker. Catabat did, and I think he... Exactly. No, that's not a caching thing. It actually clicked through it twice. It's a click... Wow. It's a clicking thing. It's the way that we... So, effectively what happens, the way the auto tracker works, is that there is a function when you click on an icon. It's a toggle icon, or it's a toggle function. And that toggle function effectively says, toggle on or off what is currently on. Now, when it comes... Pseudo boots are not boots. Alright, we'll do this then. Yeah. What happens in that case, though, is that when the bow gets chosen, bow's got an override attached to it. And it's got two. Bow is unique because it has two. It has an override for checking to see if bows are progressive or not. And if it is, when you click for the very first time, it actually is supposed to click. It still just clicks the once, but we increment it twice. That's nice. I might actually just do the front of escape here because it's 5 items guaranteed. So it actually treats it as a double time. Although it only sends the command once. But what's happening in this case is that when non-progressive is turned on, it is effectively doing both sides of it. So it recognizes that it should be a 1, but we're sending the toggle command twice, and it should only be doing one of those 2 sections. So I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. I just need to throw some debug code in there. And it's good that I have this seed, because now I can just run down there and do it. And I can just debug this really, really fast. So, yeah, I can figure it out. And the one I have from yesterday, I still have that one as well, was the opposite. Its early bow was sitting in Kakariko. So now I have a accurate way of troubleshooting it. So, I'll do that this week. It won't take much. I'll have that in there before this goes live. It's still technically in beta, so... Yeah, exactly. I have the seeds for it, so it'll be released. So yeah. No, I'm happy that this is... I'm happy this is working fantastic. Like, so that's an auto tracking bug. That's not a rescanning bug. I'm surprised no one has brought that up. I haven't gone through my my metadata to determine how many people actually use auto tracking. That's actually an interesting one to figure out. I have the data. Yeah, I use Google Analytics for my analytical data, which is fine because it captures the query strings, and that's what's important. The query strings got all the data. So it'd be oops, god damn it. I did that yesterday. Oh, I bet a lot of people are. I bet we have more non-auto tracking than auto tracking for 2 reasons. One, if you're on console, you need to be using an EverDrive or I'm using a FX Pack. You have to be. It's because you need to have that data. I hate it when I miss that. Otherwise, you can't use it. And that's just more hardware for people to buy. East Town. Pseudo boots are not boots. I caught myself. It's really nice getting that now. That's weird. Hold on, let me try something here. There it goes. I'll have to look into that too. That actually... I saw it go and that it unclicked. Oh, shit! Oh, that's interesting. I just realized there is actually a potential bug in there. Oh, that's a timing bug. Oh, shit. Okay, I know how to fix that. So I got 2 items back to back. The tracker pulls the API every 2 seconds. And I picked up 2 items within that 2-second window. There's a GUID that I set. Well, it's not really a GUID. I called it a GUID because I was going to use a GUID, and it's not actually a GUID. But it's a unique identifier. That is bullshit. It's a unique identifier to tell should I actually update or not. And because 2 came through at the same time, it didn't get the second one. Okay, I know how to fix that. That's an easy fix. Wow, this seed is ridiculous. So I'm gonna do this. Oops, I probably should have that because we're probably gonna find Moon Pearl up here, which means I get to go do all of. I get to do all of Dark World too when I'm up there. Jesus, this seed's dumb. I'm gonna check this one spot before going back up there because I'm on a save quit point anyway. Oh, you know, I should do Mushroom Check too. Yeah, I'm gonna do Mushroom Check too. But yeah, it's just more. And then the other part is, again, I think a lot of people just don't care. Like when I was on still using emulator, I didn't care. It's not something I was a big fan of, so. And we already have powder, so we don't have to save scum this. We just save quit. I think it's just as fast when you have boots to run up here than it is to fake flipper and take the orange. It's close to the same. That at least you don't fuck up. So, you know, I should have disabled my map tracker requirement just to see if that works. Oh, look at that. Now it's actually... This is a... Yeah, that's... I want to fix that. Like, I know it causes that. Because it's not in memory anymore. It's normal. Okay, so... Boy, see, I'm going down a bad rabbit hole here. Because if I start troubleshooting this thing... yeah, it's because the memory, it's removed from the memory location. Because that's all we do, is we just scan the memory location. There is a way to disable that, and we basically just don't turn it back off. Of course... Did you notice that we, oh, it's an Agassiz. Oh, I just realized this is 100% an Agassiz because we need that flute. Yeah, so it does it on keys, too. Now, keys is tricky. And I'm not sure we can fix it in keys because we can't look at dungeon items in keys. So, we follow council decisions on... we follow the council rules on... hey, Matsuri! On what we do with the tracker. With auto-tracking, because it was kind of the thing we just stuck with it. And you can't track dungeon items. So, the problem is that... And if I had... tracking on here, it would pick it up. If I had like key tracking on, it would pick this up. When you pick up a key outside in key sanity mode, the memory location for keys... Hey, Sapphire! The memory location for keys doesn't know if it's a key inside a dungeon or a key outside of the dungeon. So... I saw that come, couldn't get off of it. Damn it. So what that means effectively is, if I'm trying to think of a dungeon this applies to, Swamp. So Swamp House is a really good example of this. Or Desert. No, not Desert. Swamp is, we'll just use Swamp. So Swamp has got one key that is in the wild, but it has keys in the dungeon. Do I check the basement here with this much open? No, I think... Well, we have an advantage here on... Yeah, we'll do it. We've got knowledge here that is probably our opponent probably doesn't know. But anyway, so what happens is you use a key in... Let's say you go into Swamp and you use the key. Well, now that decrements the key count is 0. Which, in theory, we could fix that. Because we could just put it in to say, don't decrement the key count. The problem is the increment of the key count. If it's at 0, you pick up the key in the dungeon. It doesn't know which key that is, and it sends it back up to 1, which is inherently wrong. And we don't have a way to fix that because of we're not supposed to monitor dungeon items. So we don't know where that key that is. All we know is that the memory says there's 1 key. And we don't have a way to fix that. And it's kind of a pain in the ass. So no. Because the code doesn't know. Like in the randomizer code, yes, but I don't have the fucking we're not looking at the code. We don't look at the ROM code or anything like that. All we look at is the memory location. And the memory location is the same. So all we're doing is we're saying there's a memory location that says, how many keys do you have for Swamp? And it'll never be more than 1, because the way that the dungeon lines up. But because that's all that we're allowed to look at, we just know if it's 1 or a 0. We can't. We have to abide. The problem at Surrey is we have to abide by what, because this is used globally. We have to abide by what Council put restrictions on what we can and cannot look at. We have to abide by those rules, otherwise we can't do it. It's completely useless. So, and that was the rule, is that you are allowed to look at this memory location and nothing else. And we have no distinguishing value of where that comes from. So, yeah. It's one of those things, there's no good solution for this because of how we're restricted in looking. And I got no problem with it. Yeah, I don't have a fucking problem with it. I really hope that Juniper was here so that we don't have to come back up here for another run, but it's not going to be. Like, I don't care. And I think everyone is just understands that. That's the same reason we have to click on the chest like we did just right there. Should I just get them? You know what? Let's just do Aga. Let's just get it done. We have to do it anyway. We have to do it. We know we have to do it. Let's just go do it. But yeah, that's it's a sticky situation. Like, the mushroom, having it being used is really easy. We set a flag that says, at one point we had the mushroom, now this location is being used, we no longer have the mushroom. Just don't decrement it. Don't toggle it. That's easy, that's in the rules. We can do that. And that would take 2 minutes. Literal 2 minutes of code. But the keys is a completely different situation, and I brainstormed this a couple of times. I don't know how to get around it. Like, there is no... Like, there's no way of really doing this because we don't have a way to distinguish key drops from pots and shit versus key drops from chests. And we can't imply. Again, we're not allowed to do that. So. Why do I have blue mail? Jesus. This will be really interesting if Moon Pearl is in dungeons. Or if it's in a desert or like... We know it's not on the ledge. But we can't... Jesus, fuck. It can't be like in the shed, but it could be a checkerboard. Because that means our opponent's going to find it eventually. We'll just do this now. I mean, yeah, that's not going to happen. You're the second person that's actually brought that up in this week. I know it's more or less in jest, but yeah, it ain't gonna happen. Like right there, there's an example of it. Because there are 3 keys in here. Actually, there's 4 keys in here. There's one off the boss, too. There are 4 keys in Castle Tower. 2 of them are in chests. 2 of them are on mob drops. The increment counter is global for this dungeon. So when we picked up that right there, if we... Shit, how did I miss that? I had that perfect. If we had key tracking on, it would be at 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 again. Or I guess 1, and then 0 again. It would end on 0, of course. It does that now. Like, that's the way it actually works now. It does do that. But we're a bit neutered. Which, again, I'm not complaining. I think it's a good rule. Like, it's there for a reason, and I agree. So yeah, it's something, it's just one of those things. I would... Yeah, yeah. I'd like to be able to fix it to make it perfect, but it just can't. It doesn't exactly work right. Yeah, I mean, the key tracking works. It works just fine. It's just not 100% accurate because of that. See, it even tracks Aga. Oh my god. That's not why I did this. I did it because... Oh, shit. That's not why I did Aga. I did it because the flute is required and it's sitting on Lumberjack. I'll take it. I mean, it means you're gonna run into it. I mean, it's obviously impossible to avoid. That also means that this flute information is probably not as good as we think it is. Because again, it's gonna be required. Yeah, there's that one little bug in there which I know exactly what it is. Fixing it. But yeah, I mean, I could roll this out right now and then have it be like 99% working, and I'd be totally fine. And it works. It works with all modes. You can roll mystery out on this and change the modes. It'll update on the other side. Like, that works too. Grab bag is in this version. This build has got a grab bag matrix built into it as well, similar to the way it's built onto the ladder website, the link. That works. If you switched it in real time, it would work just fine. Like, I don't think that's going to see any play, but it works. Mystery would be interesting. What do we need for go mode? Bow, hammer, flips, and at least one medallion. But where are we going first? There's reason for this. So anyway, that's enough of my nerd ranting for tonight. How did everybody's weekend go? Did everybody have a good weekend? Thank you. Thank you. I knew somebody would do it. Did everybody enjoy their weekend? Do I have enough magic for this? I should have one shot in there. I might just burn the blue here. I should have picked up magic in the other... Shit, that was a mistake. I should have picked up the magic in the back there. Oh well. Good, good. Ours was good. We finally went out and worked on the yard this today. We've been putting that off for a while. I'm gonna do the roundabout here, and I know it's time consuming. Fuck. This is a mistake. You know what? I'm just gonna burn this. It's fine. We don't need it. As I take a hit, 2 hits. Yeah, that was awkward as fuck. Anyway, I was thinking about how I want to use my magic, and I just lost track of what I was doing. So I picked up 1 item already. But yeah, we did some yard work today. Desperately needed it. Finally cleaned out the gutters. Desperately needed it. Well, actually, it wasn't that bad. It was a lot worse. It was a lot better than that. The gutters were actually kind of clean. Cat Mom did some cleanup on the around the garden and the flower beds. Finally cleaned up the fucking leaves from last year that I didn't break. I'm a lazy bastard. Well, yeah, but you notice there's hardly any leaves in the backyard. They decomposed. It's like, why would I do it? Because it does it on its own. That's 2. Okay, we're out. It's only 28%. So you still lose 72% of the time. It's just 28% is higher than every other location in the game. That's why you don't skip it. I think with this and Flute, with Mitts, we don't skip anything here. We have good information, so... I don't think there's a reason to skip anything. There's so much shit available right now. Like, I think I'm actually gonna go down and do... I'm thinking about going and doing Desert. And doing Desert first, because it's a crystal that's clearable. And we get good information down there, too, because we need to know what we need for Maya. Just grab the bow. I guess that works, too. So we are 3 items away. What's up? Could have been. Mine did. Mine updated right away. Yeah, again, there's a tiny little, and again, it's an issue in there I'm aware of. I could fix it by just removing... Oh, it's going to be delayed up to 2 seconds. Yeah, there is a up to 2 second delay that is in the system. That's a polling rate. Because it's not active. Like, I don't have an active service. I don't have, like... Oh, I can use a website. Let's get the item and then we'll come back. Because we know it's only one. I could use a WebSocket for it. Although that would be tricky with an HTML. Actually, I don't think it would work right because of it's straight HTML. And you really need to push that block and not just look at it. Oh, that's right. I have loaded. Nope. No. That's perfectly fine. But yeah, it's got an active timer. Basically, the way it works is I have an API on the back end that let me get this part in. So I have an API on the back end that every 2 seconds pulls the server and sends it. It sends it basically its last known GUI or its last known check, and then it says, well, if it's the same, don't update, and it doesn't send any data back. If it is not the same, then send back a new payload. And then it gets the payload, and then it updates all the settings. It just overwrites all of the settings that are in the system. But there's a lot of data there, and I don't want it, if multiple people are using it at the same time, I don't want it to slow down the API. So it's just on a 2 second, is it 2 or 3? It might be 3. No, it's 2. I think it's 2. So yeah, that's effectively what it's doing. The server I've got this on doesn't have a lot of horsepower. I need to pick up the small key before I do this. The server that it's on doesn't have a ton of horsepower because it's not the ladder server. It's a different server. It's my personal one. And I don't need a lot of horsepower on that server for any reason. So yeah, I don't... yeah. Because I host the trackers and a couple other little apps of mine on there, and that's it. I don't pay that much for it. No, and there's a reason why not. It actually is on the tracker server intentionally, so we don't have CORS violations. And if you do any kind of web API, and you've heard of CORS, you understand what I mean. I can get around it, but I don't actually want to disable CORS on the ladder server for security reasons. I mean, I'd be easy to set up. Okay, we're still good. I got everything on battery backup. We've been having power flickers today. The wind blowing shouldn't be doing this. It's annoying. But yeah. So yeah, I'll keep it on there. If I have to up the horsepower of my personal server, I'll do it, and I'll just pay for it out of pocket. Oh yeah, 100%. Yep, 100%. No, I will never run a machine without a UPS ever again. There are 2 under my desk, a normal size one, and then a big one. I've got my giant one for my machine because it generates a lot of, it requires a lot of wattage to run. She's got one under her desk. I have 2 upstairs in my office. One for my normal machine, and then I have a backup one for my secondary development machine. So there are 5 UPSs in this house. Yeah, you want to go. You got to go max on. Oops, shit. Okay, I just had another. Yeah, you got to go chunky. I have to go do this. I don't want to do this, but I kind of have to because I need to refill my magic. Yeah, I think mine's a little bit smaller than that. I don't think mine's 1,000 watts, maybe? I think it's 1,000 watts. But the only thing I have running on that are my 2 monitors, which don't generate that much wattage, and then my power supply, which is an 800 watts. So I know that I'll be fine with what I've got. It's actually interesting. The other one that is down here, whenever it goes off, I have to immediately, like if we have a power outage, I have to immediately run downstairs and turn off the printer. We have a laser printer down here, and it fucking is a power-hungry bastard. Like, big time. I have 6 hearts still. Yeah, I probably should have done the same, and I don't know why I didn't. I could have gone larger, because then I could future-proof. But I think it was a cost thing at the time, where I was just like, I don't really want to... Oh, we're in that same scenario. You cannot go through that door. Because Viddy's going to have a key, guaranteed. And then one of these other 2 is going to be the other key. And you can't go through that door because if you do, you need to run around and get the other key. Yeah. Yep. Yep, 100%. And I can run my machine off of... I'm getting this. I got a chonky motherfucker here. You know, you know my hardware specs. And even if I'm going full bore with this mother, I can run battery backup off this thing for at least an hour. Now, I don't. That's not what it's there for. You know, as soon as everything's safe to turn off, I turn it off. But yeah, it's one of those things that it's a godsend. Actually, you know what's funny? The thing I like most about having all of my shit on UPS is because again, I do get power outages. We get them here a lot. More, like we've had power flickers all day today. It's something with this area in the power grid. I don't fucking know, and it's really irritating. But my modem and my router are on the second UPS under my desk, the one by my feet. If the power goes out, internet stays on. And that'll stay on for at least an hour and a half to 2 hours. Which means I can still work if it goes off during the day. I can continue working for at least a couple hours. So that's that's the real reason that I like having it. Yeah, it's just it's too at that stage it's just too important not to have that on. So Alright, we have to do checkerboard, and now we're in a weird spot. Because we still don't have a fucking... And we still haven't done, like, village or anything like that. I think we need to go do... I need to grab this, because I don't know if we need it. It's super unlikely that we need that, but I'm going to grab it anyway, because I don't have to come back, in case we need to go into Team Rock. Because we don't know what Team Rock is. Yeah, you don't want to... Just put the essentials. You can still use your, you can still use your... You know, your machine for... half hour, 45 minutes to an hour if you absolutely need to. Shut it off when you're done. That's what it's there for. God, we used to have the chonkiest motherfucking UPS. When we used to host our servers, we had 3 on-site... Well, we really only had 2, because the third one was never in use. But we had 2 on-site servers. I was just talking to Catmon about this today. Back at my office when we used to host them on-site, and those motherfuckers can draw some energy. And we had I think it was like a $3,000 UPS we bought for that fucking thing. And that motherfucker was heavy. Like, holy shit. This thing is fucking heavy. It took 2 of us to get that thing onto the server rack. And it was still fucking chonky as balls. I'm gonna play the rule 2s. That was 2 items. Yours showed up as blue? Seriously? Oh, well, yeah, it showed up there now. That's why would it... It would have updated when I got the last location. Oh, I know what it's doing. Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. I know why they did that. Shit. It's because we send... Oh, it's because there's 2 toggle commands for the red boom. Oops. Yeah. And it's 2 toggle commands, but 1 GUID. So it's gonna pick up the GUID for the first one, but the second one doesn't exist because the GUID hasn't changed. Yeah. That means we need to only... We need an override flag for that. We need a separate flag for that. Because we need to not send... When we know that there's a double send, we need to not actually send the first one, so it only sends 1 GUID. That makes sense, actually. The reason why it was 10 seconds delayed is because, again, I have location tracking turned on. It's actually recording locations. When I open the next chest outside of the dungeon, the chest game, it updated the GUID. And then it said, it just updated its profile. And it picked it up then, because by then it was already in there. Okay. I know how to fix that. Like, I do know how to fix that. Oh, shit. I have to do this for I did this for a reason, then I wanted to do this because we lost our portal. So. That's going to apply to a... Wait, is that why... Wait. That's why the bow is malfunctioning. It's the same... No, change that. It's not the same thing. Because the bow malfunctioning is on the auto tracker side. It's kind of the same thing, but it's a little bit different. It's going to require a different change. It's going to require a different fix. But I bet it would have the same... I bet it would do the same thing if I picked up the bow and not silvers in non-progressive mode. It would do the same thing because it's 2 toggles. That is super interesting. You know, this worked out so much better in my head when I was saying I could just go and do Smithy Rock in reverse from Hype Cave, not realizing that not only this, now I have to go back there and do Monsters. This worked out so much better in my head than it actually ended up being. Yeah, okay. That's interesting. Like, oh, fuck hell. That's interesting. I know how to fix it. It would do it on boomerang and bow and nothing else. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on. I just racked up 2 bonks for no fucking reason. Seriously. Okay, that one shouldn't count. That shouldn't count. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I was about to say, if we didn't find our hammer, I think we're going to go to Death Mountain. Alright, let's go do pod. And hope that hammer pegs is a dud. I'm not going to go do hammer pegs. We just need flippers? Are we flippers to go? Yeah, we're flippers to go. Would like to find another sword, but hey. We'll do this, and then I think we actually will go do Death Mountain. Oh, Pet is live, isn't it? Pet could have flips. You know, I don't think I've ever seen this before. We know it's not a pyramid fairy. That's okay. What's the order we do this in? So I'm not going to go into Eastern. I'm going to go do Death Mountain because the 6 up there before I do Eastern. Because Eastern actually is not that difficult to get back to. It's actually +2 because we can also do Spike Haven. Well, Penn and Eastern in this scenario is a really bad location. Even though I'm standing right outside of it, why am I doing it this way? This makes no sense. I don't know why I just did it this way. I'm not paying attention. It's fine. I mean, I'm gonna do this anyway. But this is not faster. Because I have to do an extra mirror now. Well, I guess it does mean, though... See, this is why that was a mistake. Because now I don't know if I need to get the vanilla big key chest or not. And I won't know until I get this chest and then the bridge chest. Because if they're both keys, then that one is live. That's why you don't do it this way. So I'm going to chance it, and hopefully it's not a small key. Because if it is, we have to go back. Because the big key could be in that chest. That's why you can't do that. It still could be a small. It could be 5 in the front. Yeah, but yeah, to go back to that, the reason I don't like going to Eastern, I don't even like going to Eastern when it's a crystal. Because there's never anything in there. It's so rare that, which means that now that I'm saying that, flippers are fucking just sitting in Eastern. It's like in the first fucking chest. God, I am half tempted to check head before I even do anything else. Oops, Jesus. I mean, we're 100% gonna do Death Mountain after this. The problem with Death Mountain is that means Turtle Rock. So... would it make sense if I need to check the ped to do it before I go up to Death Mountain? It's a 30-second check. I think we found a compass. I haven't been paying attention. I think we found compass. Did not find that. It's fine, we're just gonna find the flippers in here. Everything will be great. We'll find flippers and a sword. If this is flippers, I can retire from the game. I really wanted that one. I really wanted that. How do we do this? Because I'm somewhat torn. Oh wait, that's... yeah, I probably would. That's a delay thing. You're talking real time versus... Because if it updates immediately, if it's right on the 2 seconds, you're going to see that before the 1.5 second delay or whatever it is on here. It's just, yeah. Because we only have like a 1 to 2 second delay on this. And you can see that as soon as you type something in, how fast does it show up in the chat window on the screen. It's about 1 to 2 seconds. So yeah, they overlap. Yeah, no, it'll be fine. It definitely won't be a thing there because then we get double latency. Yeah, no, that's fine. No, and I did. Yeah, there is that bug that I will fix. It's an easy bug to fix. Oh, we found a map as well. Yeah, it's an easy bug to fix. Well, that's actually the other reason I wanted to race tonight, because I did want to test this out. Like, I knew the auto tracking piece worked, even though I got to figure out what's going on with the bow. But, yeah, this is good. Not only that, it's two people doing... Because I have my window open still, too. I'm watching it. So we have two people actually getting the feed at once. And I know the API will take it. I'm not worried about that. Like, it's not going to see a lot of use. And if it starts seeing use, then, yeah, I'll just up the horsepower on my personal server. So, yeah. I feel like I should have checked PED before I did this, because if I can go inside of Turtle Rock, I'm probably going to do it. But I'm not going to finish if there's a map or compass on the boss. And then if it turns out that it's needed, that's a huge loss of time. It's kind of one of those things that you're damned if you do, damned if you don't on that one. Like, the time gain is massive, but the percentage is stupid. Like, you're basically saying, I'm going to give up 30 seconds for a very, very low percentage play, and I can get in here. I'm going to open it, even if it's fine. Water. I'll figure that thing out. I have time tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Don't actually mind getting hearts. I'm still sitting on 8. So I'm gonna do Hookshot Cave, and then I turn around and I go into Rock. Let's go do it. Oh, I just figured out how to fix that. And it's gonna, because it would apply to the medallions too. Alright, I just put, I'll need to put on delayed polling. That'll do it. Delay the polling from the sending side. Okay, yeah, that actually makes perfect sense. And it's not difficult to do. I set an interval timer for it. And then override on multiple items, so it won't pull until it's gone 2 seconds without a pull. And then it'll send it to me. That makes sense. And that'll fix all of those problems. I don't even need to use a flag for that. I'll just use a local variable for that. Aha! Figured it out, did you? Alright, so we're doing this for the 5. We've already checked the 6. I mean, this is where we win or lose the seed, so it's going to be completely won or lost here. Hey, I'm glad that we did pick up that Quake, by the way, out of Checkerboard. I just realized that was essential for this. I got eaten. So, I think, even if we know that there's a map or compass on Trinex, I think we're still going to kill Trinex. I think I'm still going to kill the little fucker. And then I'm not even going to bother checking Ped. I'm just going to... Because the next place I'm probably going to go is going to be easier. And I'll probably just go gung-ho on clearing. Actually, no, I'll do Thieves Town next, because I'll pick up Green Pendant, and then I can just do that. Yeah, that makes sense. So, even if there's a map compass on Trinex, I think we're going to kill it. I'll hedge my bet a little bit on this, even though we will lose time overall, because if we would just check the ped to begin with, we would know all the information we need. We could just go mode shit. So, the damage is already done. God, that's such a... Fuck, that's a time sink, though, isn't it? Such a fucking time sink. Now I'm talking to myself out. The other reason is... I guess the other reason... Yeah, we're gonna do it. The other reason why is because if I'm going to be doing... and I haven't been paying attention. I think I have 2 items. If we're gonna be doing... Spike Cave and... Ether Tablet... It's going to be almost faster to kill Trinex, go through the fanfare, and then already be up Death Mountain and not have to reclimb it. Like, most of that time you get back. It's not all of it, but most of it. Oh, shit. So Trinex is going to have... Just going to do it this way. Because I know I'm going to get a refill in this next room, and I'm probably just going to powder. I did not know where I was going with that. I'm going to grab this powder. I'm going to powder this thing. There's no reason to do this way. So there's an item here anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? That's a quick swap thing, because you're trying to time it right. don't do that in any other mode. With that, well, you don't do that in Awakening. I'll never miss time. I mean, just give me the flippers call it a day. Oh, I shouldn't have picked that up. I should have saved quit. Wow. Okay. Well. I've called 2 of them today. Should I retire? That's 2. That's pretty creepy, actually. I'll take it. I mean, shit. Well, we're in really good shape for this one. Like, if we lose this, I'm gonna be really disappointed. We're in really good shape. We didn't route it perfectly. Yeah, this is one of those races you lose, you're just like scratching your head. Like, how the fuck did I lose this race? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. So obviously, I'm gonna lose by 30 seconds. Well, well, in this case, it's interesting because I had the, I knew that there was an item there anyway. If there wasn't an item, I was gonna do it just for the pendant because I've already sunk the time. But again, the big thing on that was, it was actually gonna be I gained most of that time back because if I mirror out from that location, I have to go all the way. I don't know why I did that. If you mirror out, you have to go all the way back to mirror to 1 in order to get back to do Ether and then Spike Cave, because you're going to come out at the back door, which means the other thing you could do is you could fall down and climb back up. Paradox, but why would you do that? So if you do it, you're hedging your bet on if it happens to be a pet seed, you don't have to do the climb again. But you also gain most of that time back by not having to reclimb Death Mountain again, just to check Spike Cave and Ether Tavern. How'd I miss that one? Anyway. So yeah, that was kind of, I mean, it's obviously very lucky, but the reasoning behind it was not because of that. Like, it was the right choice it was the right decision for the wrong reason. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, the only thing we didn't do right on this seed is we were really late to the hammer. Could have had that hammer long before. But I think we did it just because we had the food. The food information was huge. Because it really led us down the correct path up until not getting hammer. But the hammer really did... What did the hammer do? What did the hammer actually do? It was Pod, but Pod didn't have anything, right? Had a sword. But Pod didn't have anything else. It just was Turtle Rock, and that was it. But because the flippers, so I guess it didn't change much, because there wasn't anything really behind the hammer except for the exact requirements. So, okay, yeah, whatever. I need to stop trying to figure out logic while I'm doing a race, especially when it's after all the information is out there, because and yes, again, it was the right decision. It was just for the wrong reason, which is fine. It's totally fine. I accept it. And there's no upgrades we could possibly get. We have every quality of life we could possibly want, except for the button, I guess. We have a goo. Do we fill it? We have a goo still, right? Let me check that. Let me cycle through this way. Oh, we don't. Should I fill that? We really don't need it. But I think I could afford to. I am sitting on 8 hearts. Yeah, we'll probably stop and grab a goo. Oh, is this the day that... No. Fuck off. As always, you're 100% right. As always, you're 100% right. You nailed it, Silson. You nailed it. Oh, shit. We will. We'll grab a we'll grab a good one. Again, the way that this was routed was not perfect, but real fucking close. I think I can afford the from behind the back. I think I can afford the 20 seconds it's gonna take. Although we did just get our 9th heart. Nah, we'll do it. Alright. Well, no one total is done. No one overall, so that's good. Again, I'm going to be really disappointed with this race. Like, really disappointed. Because the way we routed this was just so good. I did a few things I didn't need to do, like the Smithy was... Smithy was right. I'm trying to remember if Smithy was a dud. Yeah, Smithy was a dud. Like, that might have been the only thing we did that was not... No, okay. I was like, you better not fucking block my entrance. I don't mind using sword music. Yeah, we avoided... Well, we avoided Pendant Easter. There's that. Repeating, of course. I hope Solsky gets that reference. I hope he does. Hope everybody gets that reference. It's a great reference. Well, we'll have a Blanc game coming up here in between 8 to 10 minutes. So get those numbers in your cranium. Pseudoboots, so it's the entire... sword. Well... It'd be impossible to miss it. Well, not impossible to miss. Very unlikely. I don't know. Actually, if you Blaine route this, you wouldn't get it. And the big key is here. You wouldn't get that. No! Get your fat ass back here. Oh my god, you dicks. Brain routers are gonna get it. I just can't, I can't do it. I thought I could make the jump. I don't know what else to say. If we get Blaine routed, that's a way we could actually lose this race. If we get Blaine routed. I just cannot do it. It burned me too many times, and now I know what the percentage is too, because I've seen it. And it's like, it doesn't make sense to do it. I get, Blaine's math's not wrong. Like, you have the lowest percentage of time loss versus the field by doing it. But the percentages say it's not there. I just can't bring myself to do it. That was so bad. Oh shit. No, alright, it's fine. It's gonna be right here. It's gonna be right here. Right. Fuck! I've been burned by this 3 times recently. It's really pissing me off. No, I have no idea what that is. Never even heard of it. Damn it. Now I want it to be tile room. Oh! It is tile room, motherfucker. Ha! Okay, well, I don't feel so bad. I'm actually going to pick up the logic here, because... Whoa, Jesus. We don't want to do that. Read what you said here in just a moment. Let me, not die to this. CO2 formation of nitrogen. Ooh, that sounds good, actually. Is that readily available? That sounds yummy. Especially with a Pepsi, which really needs it. That sounds yummy. Maybe when we go shopping next, I'll see if it's available. Oh, the timing is going to be way off now, because I clipped that, so I'm just guessing. Okay, well, we shop at Meijer, so... Yeah, we'll see if we can't pick one up. That actually sounds yummy. I don't drink soda anymore. Like, I don't drink soda, like, hardly at all. Come on. I lay off the soda because it's, you know, not good for me. And I only do things that are good for me. We had steaks tonight, by the way. Ribeyes. Oh, they're delicious. Nice. Put a little Wagyu fat on there to finish it off. Oh, that's delicious. Seared with my flamethrower. A little rendered Wagyu fat to finish that off. Oh god, it's so good. So delicious. It's so fucking good. I'm glad the weather is finally starting to turn. Get to use my smoker again this season. Thinking about going to Costco here this week and grabbing another rib roast to do a dry age, and then doing a checking out brisket prices. I totally fucked that up because I haven't smoked a brisket since last season. You know, I almost died there during a, what was it? It was a league event. And I almost died there on that exact scenario where I clipped the corner of the stair and then got hit by the eyeball and I was at one fucking heart. Talk about that. I haven't ordered any Wagyu in a while. I think it was that Picani that I ordered last time was the last Wagyu that I ordered. And honestly, and I say this, I think I mentioned this on here too, I've ordered a couple of Prime Picanis from the same dealer, and I almost think the Prime Picani was better than the Wagyu. I mean, it was all delicious, but I feel like the Prime just tasted better. It's weird. Yeah. Alright, so 4 people are done. I'm actually... Well, now that it was Tyro, I'm less concerned. I'm less concerned now that it was Tile Room. But we'll see. Whoa! Did one of those not count? I counted 12. Did I must have got one in before the phase 2 began. The first swipe must have been early. Damn it. How was the seed? The seed was actually a tricky little bastard that we routed really well, and I'm afraid that we're gonna lose to stupidity. Which doesn't sound like us at all. It was routed very, very well, and I'm just afraid that I could have got that in there, but it's not worth the risk. Alright. Sniper, no sniping. Sniper, no sniping. Sniper, no sniping. And we are wieners!
Yeah, you're a wiener.
Yay, I'm a wiener.
One bad wiener.
Alright, baby.
I love you.
I love you too, sweetie.
Oh, sleep
Yeah, it's Monday, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a short week, though.
That's true, we have Friday off, so. Alright, baby, sleep good. I love you too. We'll see you in the morning. Oh, yeah. Yay! We are wieners. I would have been really disappointed if we lost that one. I'd have been really disappointed. I was actually hoping that we would have played against Boyne. He joined this race and made it odd, and I was like on the fence about it, and then I saw him do it, and I'm like, well, I have to do it now. So... it's kind of one of those things I was forced into it. I was forced. Yeah, no, again, I would have been really disappointed if we lost that one. The way that we routed it, I would have been very disappointed. Alright, so I need to add a polling function to this. That'll fix everything except for the bow issue, and again, the bow issue doesn't have to do with that. So the restreaming portion of it worked fantastically. That's wonderful. I love it. It'll also cut down on send data, which is nice. Alright, baby.
Love you.
I love you too. Yeah, we'll fix those. Yeah, here's the thing. I've said this before. Doing ladder shit, doing tracker shit, keeps my mind, keeps it going. Because if I'm sitting here idle, with nothing to do, I'll fucking go crazy. I'm serious. Fucking lose it. 41 years old, and my brain will not stop. So, yeah. It just has to be, I have to be doing something. Yeah, it's a huge thing. Again, if we can get 50% of the people that do it use auto tracking or not, the fact that we have the restreaming module 99% functional right now, I'll work on the other 1%. This will be such a good thing. Not only that, I've been approached by a couple of different people because they saw what we did with the last Invitational, And they were like, can I use this for other things? And I had to tell them, no, you can't, because it was only set up to work for casual boots and has no expandability. Now there's infinite expandability because it is quite literally the data set that is on the real tracker. So yeah, again, the map portion technically works. I've disabled it. So last chance to get your bonk guesses in, boys and girls. And boop. And we got an Exacxi today, boys and girls. I believe that is your first of the season. I'm pretty sure that is. It totally is. Let's update that leaderboard. Let's update that leaderboard. Honestly, 20 for me with a boot starting seed is not horrible. So cool. All right. Well, that test worked out really well. Very happy for its progress. I'm gonna. Counterbat said he was gonna work on a module. He was gonna do some enhancements. I'm probably gonna wait for him to finish before we release this thing. I got a few tweaks to do, so it's probably not gonna release for a couple of weeks. You know, it's actually interesting. We're gonna be doing our season 13 announcement. I haven't put an exact date on it, but I think it's gonna be 2 weeks from today. So yeah, the 24th, a Sunday. I talked to Herky about it already. We might do Saturday. But we're gonna do another drink and announce the schedule and all that shit. So I'll probably release it on the same day. So it gives me 2 weeks. I'll probably do the same day release. So. Boys and girls, that's gonna do it for me. I'm out of here. This week is a question mark. No idea when I'm going to be on this week. I know I won't be on Friday, and I likely won't be on Saturday. But the week, we'll see what happens. We got to at least stay somewhat sharp. Next 2 weeks are basically off. We're not going to do any qualifiers are done, and next week is an off week. So yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, we have fun when we do shit, when we do announcements, or when we do commentary and shit like that. It's fun as hell because we get drunk while we do it. So that's gonna do it for me. Have a great one. Enjoy your week, and catch you guys on the next one. See you.